I would like to thank the invitation to be here today, and I represent the CDOC, the Chronic Disease Research Center of the Nova Medical School. And we are, our relationship with the VCW is quite recent. We are starting now a plan to implement VCW in our education programs to stimulate the innovation in our PhD students. And so I hope that in a couple of years we're going to have a few examples here to show to you as ITQB is showing to you now. But another aspect that we want to develop is to implement VCW in projects that we are already developing and try to make them more innovative and go to the market. And that's what I'm going to tell you about today for the rest of my talk. So my research, and this is actually a project that is developed for my own research group. So my research group is very interested in epithelia. So as you may know, we are all surrounded by epithelia. Our skin is a type of epithelia, and epithelia protects us, protects our organism, our body from the threat and from the outside world, from the bacteria, from all the microorganisms, and from pollution, etc. But I'm particularly interested in the gastrointestinal epithelia. So that's what's inside us, because it's a simple epithelia, and it's less, there is less research about it than in the skin. And so, as you can imagine, if we have problems in the epithelia, it could be in your gut, in your stomach, in your esophagus. That's not very good. That causes things like inflammation, and then inflammation spreads in your body. If your gut is full of bacteria, if bacteria penetrate your intestinal wall, that's quite bad. So that's what we are, that's how our research develops. And so we do this mainly in model organisms, and this is just one example. We've been working on this for many years, and you may believe it or not, but I'm one of the world specialists in simple epithelia repair. And so this movie is just to show you that in a normal epithelia, if you make a small hole, it closes quite nicely. But in a epithelia that is defective, and this one on your right is defective for a type of proteins called tight junctions, that's quite bad. As you can see here, you make a small hole and the old epithelia disintegrates. And so we identified many potential therapeutic targets that are involved in epithelial repair, and this is one of them, tight junctions, right? And so what we decided to do was to start to look at if our basic discoveries could actually become useful medicines. So the question here is, can we improve epithelial resistance to treat disease? Can we use these therapeutic targets that we have identified now to try to treat disease? Can we manipulate them and can improve epithelial resistance, and so bring new therapies to the market? And so this project is one of the projects we are developing and has been funded for a proof of concept. And basically we start by our research, our basic research, that we know that junctional proteins are very important to epithelial repair. And then we have teamed up with a company called Thelial that has identified drugs that are potentially useful to make epithelial junctions stronger, right? So the idea here is very simple. We're going to test these drugs, these two drugs, in animal models to find out if they actually can work and can make these animal models better. So we're doing this in some specific animal models that have there are models of these diseases, Sjogren's syndrome, eosinophilic esophagitis that I cannot even pronounce. But the point here is to try to demonstrate if these drugs can actually cure these animals. So this is what we're doing right now. That's sort of research we're doing right now. And we hope that in the next couple of months we will be shown that this proof of concept is actually, we have proved this concept. That is, these drugs can work. And so then the next step is going to be that's where the business development starts. So how are we going to manage IP? What diseases to target? How to develop the business? And that's where we hope that the VCW will come in to help. So we're going to team up with the VCW promoters, and we're going to set up a team to look at these questions after we have proven that these drugs can work in animals. So to try to answer these questions and try to bring them to the market. And actually, even if our proof of concept doesn't work, I think we're going to use the VCW approach as well, because then we can have a question, okay, these drugs didn't work, can we look for more drugs? Can we use other animals? Can we screen for more drugs to try to treat this type of diseases? And just to give you an idea of the importance of this sort of diseases, let me ask you, from the people here in the audience, if any of you has ever taken omeprazole or any sorts of esophagitis? Anybody? What about people that in their life had at least some sort of azia? Quem é que já teve azia? So I hope that with the help of VCW, in 5 years, we have a product to help you. Thank you.
We are indeed very much focused on education, and we have realized that we needed to give our students some more background on technology transfer, because very often there is not much interest in the students that focus on their projects on science for these more applied aspects. So in a partnership with the Nova School of Business and Economics and with the involvement of Professor Luís Lage, we have started incorporating disciplines of bioentrepreneurship in the PhD programs, as well as in new master courses. We have also reformulated our Knowledge and Technology Transfer Office recently, this year. We are starting slow, but the idea is to provide help and support to researchers to identify results with added value, protect, and the usual that these offices develop. So for the ITQB researchers, this provides support for developing new inventions, collaborations, licensing services, material transfer, etc. And for the industry, we see it as a gateway to companies seeking access to research expertise in ITQB. So we are committed to close or shorten the gap between research and application, which is not always easy because of often different languages. So only very briefly, and this, as you can see, is very few innovation indicators that we have since the beginning of the year. But we have, for patent families, 3 new invention projects, 2 joint authorship agreements, contract extensions, etc. So this is only to give you a general idea. Our links to industry so far have been developed mainly through IBET as our more dedicated partner to this area, but because IBET is not covering all the research topics that ITQB is developing, that's why we are now investing in this technology transfer office. And in case you would like to collaborate with us in this aspect, our contact point is Marta Ribeiro, and you have here her contacts. Thank you.
Hi, so thank you for the invitation. My name is Raquel, and together with Sofia and David that could be here today, we are presenting the application of the VCW to Sugar Alert. And this was part of an exercise that was proposed to us on the bioentrepreneurship course, as Professor Margarida told. So we started with a background check. Our vision was to revolutionize power industry using flexible, light, and highly efficient batteries by creating wearable batteries to make our clients' life easier and more comfortable. Several characteristics in our team will, of course, benefit the product, like our background in life sciences, our programming skills, and nanomaterials expertise. And of course, we're not perfect, so we count on the help of advisors and external stakeholders, such as the technology inventor, IP, entrepreneurship, and business experts, of course, a physician, because as you'll see, this is a biomonitoring product, and a marketing expert. Everything started with when we found out about these kirigami batteries, and kirigami means to cut and fold paper. And when we apply these to these batteries, they become flexible and stretchable and can adapt to any 3D structure. And they also have all the features that a normal battery has, like they are electrochemical. These ones are lithium-ion energy storage batteries, and they are also mechanical. We went on to the first phase of the value creation wheel, the discover value phase, and we tried to define the market space and understand whether there was a problem or not to be solved. And actually today, as you all know, there's a trend, a need for wearable electronic devices. However, existing batteries are fixed-shaped, inflexible cell packs that are not compatible with these wearable electronics. So our solution was to incorporate these kirigami flexible batteries into wearable electronics, enabling real-time accurate biosensing. On the second phase, we created value, so we went on a brainstorming session and we came up with 23 possible solutions, and I will only name a few, like for example, My Patient, which are wearable electronics to monitor patients outside and inside the hospital, for example, Fold and Go, which are bendable power banks, or for example, Cold Away on the technology side, which is a way to actively protect the user against cold, harsh environments. For example, by introducing these batteries, these flexible batteries, into clothes, shoes, or blankets. We induced filters, so we wanted to narrow these 23 experiences to the most suitable one. So we had a brainstorming session on filters, and we took into account our opinion, advisors, the inventor, and our own colleagues. And we came up with 50 filters, 20 related to the core technology and 30 related to market potential. On the third phase, we selected, or we kept some filters and we eliminated some that didn't make sense. And again, we had, of course, some input from our advisors and external stakeholders. And then we ended up with a top 5 list, a ranked list, that was very useful on the capture value phase, in which we applied these filters on the value creation funnel, and the 23 experiences were reduced to the most suitable one, Sugar Alert, that Sophia will explain to you all about.
So Sugar Alert is a constant blood glucose monitoring solution, and it will be very helpful for at least 387 million of people that live worldwide with this disease. And our major competitor in this area is Abbott's Freestyle Libre. This is a product that is very useful because it does not require finger pricking and does not require calibration, and it has a low price. However, it is not able to real-time alerts, and this is where we came along with the Sugar Alert. That is the add-on that will eliminate the limitations of this product. And how can we do this? With exactly the kirigami batteries that will be on the elastic strap and that can have real-time alerts. Our data can be sent to smart devices and can be shared, for instance, with doctors or family of the patients. 100% of the readings are captured, and it maintains the low cost of the previous product. Moving to the second part of capture value, we have our prototype, and as you can see in the image, it's very comfortable and is very elegant, and it maintains all the features of the Abbott's product. Then we move to consolidate value, and our business model values the improvement of real-time blood glucose monitoring as well as the quality of life of diabetes patients. Our main partners will be, of course, Abbott Industries, our technology inventor, the suppliers, and the hospitals. And at the beginning, we will need to invest in research and development, marketing, and IP protection. So we had a problem that was the most current glucose monitorings are not constant, and the ones that are available in the market are not affordable. And we came up with a solution that is Sugar Alert, an add-on for precision diabetes control. Of course, during this process, we learned some things, and VCW for us is a structured and versatile way of create value from an idea, and as you all see this morning, it can be applied for all types of projects, from market needs to product solutions, as well as personal projects. We think that this does not limit our ideas, and for us it's very important that we have a networking and knowledge sharing as well as multidisciplinary teams to have success. Thank you for your attention.